Hi, Sadie here, and I'm going to be doing the So Daily Halloween Thrift Store Challenge. The challenge is super easy. Roll the die and see what costume you'll be making. Then head to the thrift store and spend $30 or less on your costume, and then be sure to share on your socials with the hashtag Halloween Thrift Store Challenge. I rolled the number 1, which is the witch. So I'm going to head to the thrift store and see what the thrift spirits have in store for me. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. What a fun trip to the thrift store. And let me tell you, here in Colorado, we have a thrift store chain called ARC, and it goes crazy at Halloween time. So let me show you what I found. So I got this robe, or actually it's like a nightgown. I don't know. It's like velour, it's floor length. Basically got it because it's a lot of fabric for a super great price. When you shop at the ARC on Saturdays, it's 50% off. So I got some screaming deals. So I think I have some ideas for what I can do with this nightgown. I found this is like a gown. It's like a formal dress. It has some like meshy lace sleeves, goes all the way to the ground. It's kind of mermaid shaped. It's got these little buttons that go up the back. So I have some ideas. I also found this shirt. I really got it for the color and these sleeves. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with those yet, but I think they're pretty cool. And then I also found this dark green lace dress. Really got it again for the color and the fabric. It's just some really fun kind of dark green lace. And then they also have a huge Halloween section of newish stuff, but still at kind of thrift store prices. So I got this wig, which I think I'm gonna do some fun stuff with, we'll see. And all in all, I spent $26, so I'm under budget. And I think those things combined with some of my stash that I have around here, I'm gonna be able to come up with a pretty good costume. So as you can see, I definitely have a color story with my black, purple, and green dress that I got from the thrift store. So when I got home, I took those colors and I dug through all of my stash, because all of us sewists have a pretty extensive stash. And with my trims and ribbon and scraps of tulle, I came up with a nice little pile of things that I can use as I'm creating the costume. I've got feathers. I have found some purple felt, some green ribbon and trim. Maybe I'll throw in some gold. I had some of this tulle with gold and silver polka dots. So I don't know, I think I've got a lot here now to really create something fun.
Center front of that nightgown, just taking my scissors right to it and cutting all the way from the neckline right down to the hem. I'm going to cut off those tags, and then now I'm going to remove those sleeves, because I have an idea with the purple top that I got to I really want to show those, so I don't need these long sleeves on this robe. And so now it's going to be kind of more like a cape, vest, cloak type of deal, and I think it'll be really fun kind of as a layer to add over the finished dress. I also gathered up the shoulder seams, put some pleats in, and now I'm going to taper that center front so it doesn't have the point at that neckline. So here I am removing the purple sleeves from that purple top, and I'm going to add that somewhere, somehow. Haven't quite figured it out here yet, but I end up adding it to the dress. So I'm just playing around. Then I got sidetracked and I decided I needed to make a purple felt witch hat fascinator for the whole look. So I started sewing that here, and I'll be sure to link to the free and easy pattern I found online. Okay, so now I'm back to the vest, and I'm removing those center front neck points. So I remove one and then I just use the other as a pattern to get the same angle and size cut off of the other side. Now I'm going to add some sequins down each center front raw edge just to add a little bit of bling. And I'm not even pinning here. I just lined it up to that raw edge and just sewed right down both of those seams. Alright, so I'm going to try it on my dress form, see how that looks. I think it's coming along pretty nicely. Alright, I'm going to stitch on the other side. Okay, so now I am adding to the velour cape vest some puffy little shoulder gathers at the top by layering my black and my green tulle. And I put the green sandwiched in the black so it kind of mutes that bright green, and I think it looks really cool. All right, so now I'm going to add the purple sleeves that I cut off of that shirt and add them to the dress. This was a little tricky, and I needed to kind of slice into the side seams of the dress to create bigger armholes because they were pretty tight for me anyway. But the stretch jersey of that purple shirt allowed me to do that and make a larger armhole, and now it fits better too. As you can see, I also added some green lace panel to the center front of the bodice of the dress. And now I'm going to finish up that little fascinator. So I'm just using my hot glue gun and I'm applying some of that same sequence around the brim. And then I have some black feathers and I'm going to hot glue those down. And then I'm just going to use some of my tulle scraps to create little like rosettes of the tulle to kind of hide the end of the feathers. I'm going to use my chopsticks so I don't burn my fingers. And there we go. There's my fascinator.
And there you have it. Happy sewing, happy Halloween.